So it's gonna start off like a commercial. Hold on.
Recording in progress.
Peace, everybody. Today is April 10th, 2022. Today we are talking about progressing your tribe in an independence era in time. So this is the way I spell error is not E-R-A, like somebody, I don't even want to say no names, but just like a person's error or a specific time. Definitely not talking about that. I'm talking about error like E-R-R-O-R, independence error. So progressing your tribe in the independence era in time. Today's Sunday, April 10th, 2022. Okay, so the show intention is to upgrade tribe building awareness, comprehension, and outputs in the independence era in time. Here we go. So, intro and meaning to tribe. When someone says that a certain group of people are in their tribe, they are expressing that their space for additional friendships is very limited. And if you do become their friend, you'll most likely be kept in the outer circle, which you earned. And if you are considered to be in that person's inner circle, it's only because you earned that right as well. So it's an earned position. So realizing that your best tribe does exist, especially amongst 7.2 billion people. Shout out to the people who don't think tribes exist, because you've experienced the worst tribe, and your worst tribes exist amongst 7.2 billion people. So congratulations, you just experienced one part of duality. When you and your best tribe members are angry, your best tribe and worst tribe exists. When you and your best tribe members are hateful, sick, rushed, ugly, cute, strong, or weak, your inner tribe and outer tribe and your worst tribe exists. According to the Bible, Judas was a part of Jesus' physical tribe, inner tribe, because the law of duality intertwines with so-called Judas tribe members to go higher. So again, the law of duality intertwines us with so-called Judas tribe members to go higher. They always tend to be disrespectful sparks of things. So it's like they're disrespectful sparks of going higher. Since the law of duality connects everything, then both sides of duality is really in our corner. Have you ever heard of someone say, or have you ever heard anyone say, what they meant for my bad turned out for my good? Because good was never totally separated from bad. Just like hot and cold will always be connected through temperature levels. Here's a deeper translation. When you are in cold environments, you create warmer or hotter environments to so-called escape the overall cold experience. You may be escaping cold temperatures, but temperature connects all weather. So meaning you will always experience both sides of duality through reached temperature levels. Here go the haters. Jason, that's not true. I live on the equator and it's always hot here. Yes, but you feel the cold of the cold glass of water, the air conditioning, cooler nights conditions, cooler weather from rain, and cooler shade, or shaded areas of your, shaded areas or sections of your area. And shade makes shadows. So even shadows are considered cooler areas. And if the sun ever burned out, then cold weather will be the new sun until another let there be light happens. So the evolution of tribe manifestation and tribe management. Because again, I want to manifest my tribe. And then some people might be like, I don't need to manifest my tribe. I need to manage my tribe. So the evolution of tribe manifestation or tribe management. So Our tribe manifesting and our tribe management will upgrade or decrease with our current levels of earned knowledge and vibrational levels that come with it. So the knowledge that you earn, which changes your vibrational magnets, which will allow certain people to come in your areas. So again, if you're upgrading, I promise you, even if you look at coaches, a lot of coaches that take their personal development real hard, their players tend to do the same. Look at a lot of coaches who don't work out. Imagine Deion Sanders laying around his office. Talk about what he used to do, what he used to be, just laying around. His players might still go hard, but seeing your coach go hard, which is the head, the body tends to copy. So if you want to change your tribe, change yourself by earning higher knowledge, and it's going to change your vibrational levels that come with it. So since we're all in the universe, in this university, what class of tribe are you leading and following? You have a kindergarten tribe, a first grade tribe, a second grade tribe. Your tribe evolves or declines when you do. Everything is earned. Even decrease is earned. When our likes and our loves change, progress, upgrade, or decline, then so will our tribes. On the inside out, because everything happens from the inside out. So just like we did, your tribe will do the same. So we hear so much about our tribe then, right? So which tribe is currently needed? Because there's, some people might be like, yeah, go find your tribe. Good night, New York. Your tribes are different. They evolve. You have a capitalism tribe. You have a barter and trading tribe. You have a survival tribe. You have a spiritual tribe. You have a motivational, inspirational, and energy tribe. You have a knowledge and solutions tribe. You have a jail tribe. I dare you say you don't stick together in jail or prison. You have a prison tribe. You have shy tribes. You have stuck-up tribes. Or you might want the all the above, or all in one tribe. I want them all in one tribe. Then congratulations. That means you must also become all the above to attract the like in them. I'll say that again. You must also become the all the above to attract the like in them, which will ultimately become the like in you both. You both are connecting on a like. And that's usually what your tribe is doing. Y'all both like the same things. Or you like similar things, like your shoestrings and they're the shoe. You should like each other. How can we work through our tribe's problems and attacks from enemies, seen and unseen, human and non-human? I'm going to say this again. How can we work through our tribe's problems and attacks? Problems and attacks from enemies seen and unseen, human and non-human. It's work. So then, good question. But we don't know how. So I don't even know how to fix my problems, or I don't know how to fix my tribe's problems, or I don't know how. So we don't know how, or I don't know how. And I say, you weren't born knowing how to talk, walk, write, or drive, but you saw other people doing it. So you wanted to know. You weren't born knowing how to talk, walk, write, or drive, but you saw other people doing it. So you wanted to know. So I want to know, because the word I don't know is a bad word. So I want to know will always cancel out I don't know, or I don't currently know. I don't know. I want to know. We don't know. We want to know. You weren't born knowing how to talk, walk, drive, or write, but you saw other people doing it, so you wanted to know. So I want to know will always cancel out I don't know. One way of knowing who should be in your inner circle or your inner tribe. Can you in your tribe, now check this out. Check this out. I hope you paid attention to this one. Can you in your tribe survive a so-called scary movie? Can you in your tribe so-called survive a so-called scary movie? Since a lot of people watch scary movies, this should hit home. Can you and your tribe that may consist of relationships, dating, business partners, platonic friends, project building partners, or just family, can you and your tribe make it and communicate through a scary movie when only one of you has laid eyes on the actual killer or killers? You know, like the movie, you see the killer. Oh my God, the killer. Nobody's around. I'm the only one that sees the killer. Let me go tell everybody. Can your tribe take different forms of direction? In a scary movie, remember, we're in a scary movie. Due to you only being able to, you only saw the killer or killers. Can they hear and act upon the truths of the words you speak passionately, harshly, softly? Your verbal and non-verbal cues are telepathic cues. Telepathic cues? What are you talking about? You go with that spiritual stuff. Spiritual spooky stuff. In school, during a test, when you weren't allowed to talk. So if you just needed to talk, I just gotta talk. You began to make telepathic, nonverbal attempts to your target classmates. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? We are so crazy. We have telepathic abilities. We just wait till we can't talk in class to try to talk without talking. It's fun and it works. Stop playing. You do it with your dogs. Okay. But here's back to the scary movie. Can you survive with your tribe? And again, this could be your children. This could be whatever. So here we go. Watch this. Sarah, put your shoes on and let's go now. Sarah does not like the way you spoke to her. And Sarah just left an empowerment workshop series, and she feels like you should always address her like the queen that she is. So she argues with you because the tone and the orders you rudely gave her, giving the killer enough time to sneak up and take her life. Can you and your tribe survive a scary movie? Because you're the only one that sees the killer. And Sarah might be in a very dangerous position, so you might have yelled at her to save her. Get your children in sports. Because Sarah could be like, she can have a coaching clique to be like, I'm being coached right now. Versus, I'm being abused. Haters want to say something. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. The haters want to say something. Come on, haters. I don't want or need a tribe. I don't need a group. I don't need a team. I'm just fine on my own. You are not fine on your own, haters. You are institutionalized fine with being by yourself. You are institutionalized used to living off balance. The haters wants to say another thing. I am not off balance. I hang with all men, or I hang with all women. I know, haters, I said you're off balance. You hang with women and take from men. Or you hang with men and take from women. It's still being institutionalized off balance. What is institutionalized? If someone becomes institutionalized, they gradually become less able to think and act independently. They're thinking and acting, but they're less able to think and act independently because of having lived for a long time under the rules of an institution. Not understanding you're in another institution. It's levels to the institution, but there you go with the definition. So, wrong tribe building intentions. Hypergamy. It's a term used in social science for the act or practice of a person marrying a person of a higher caste or social status than themselves. Now the opposite, hypogamy, refers to the inverse, marrying a person in a lower social status or lower so-called class. Tribe building should never be practiced with hypergamy or hypogamy intentions. But if things turn out this way, outside of your initial intentions, because again, don't go into it like, outside of your initial intentions, then move forward carefully because the so-called broke medical student can still save the life of the older, choking billionaire if their initial intentions for the billionaire's life. I'm not going to say that one twice. So, what plan do you have for your tribe, group, team, or family? I got a lot of plans. I'm not done. Well, you said what plan? No. What plan do you have? Because I didn't put an S on plan. What plan do you have for your tribe, team, group, or family for lies, false news, divide and conquer tactics, jealousy, anger, rage, backbiting, turncoating, and other things that have factual histories for destroying people attempting to band together for custom reasons? You see how that spoke to everybody? What plan do you have? Well, if you don't have a plan, here's some macro plans that you can customize into your group's micro plans. Let's start with truth, discipline, accountability, progressive character building, boundary lines. Needs to be added to your tribe, team, or group as the true leaders. Well, I'm the leader. As the true leaders. I'm the boss. Truth, discipline, accountability, progressive character building, and boundary lines needs to be added to your tribe, team, or group as the true leaders, managers, and supervisors of the overall tribe, team, and group. Dang, we're not even talking about humans yet? Before you add your first human participant, and instead of following and leading humans, let's follow universal truths together and lead each other back to truth or higher truths instead of turning your backs like traitors during any of their so-called hardest times. Ask yourself, does my tribe progress my race? Does my tribe progress my culture or my family's traditions that actually worked for my ancestors that I am most like? By knowing the good and the bad histories of the races and cultures that try to build with your race is a great thing, because if history ever tries to repeat itself, you will know exactly what's going on. See how that works? So, should your tribe really want to be there? Think about it. A lot of us don't have friends. A lot of us are independent, and a lot of us strategically have our own social media sites that gives us a sense of even cyber independence within logging in to be able to do that. Hilarious. So, should your tribe really want to be there? Well, have you ever wanted to be somewhere, so you went there? And have you ever wanted to leave somewhere that you originally wanted to be? It's the same for your tribe. When they want to be there, go hard and go hard for them and go hard with them. When they want to go, let them go. Don't fight. Don't ever fight somebody want to go. Don't do that. How does your tribe treat personal development? Inside and outside tribe projects. This might sound silly to some people, but your tribe is a representation of you. So, how many showers do they take on a daily basis? How many times do they brush their teeth a day? How much do they read offline? How much do they read offline? Well, because reading on a smartphone promotes overactivity in the prefrontal cortex that lowers reading comprehension. I'll say that again. That lowers reading comprehension. That lowers reading comprehension. Have you ever posted something on social media that stated all the information needed? So whatever you're posting, you stated all the information. Everything you need is in this post. And someone inboxes you moments later asking for the same information that you stated in your post. Shout out to Big Bro Blue Pill. Blue Pillar. So yeah, I've had that happen before. I'm like, what? I posted everything in the post. What time is it? I'm like, that's the first thing I said. Where is it going to be at? I'm like, that's the second thing I said. Your tribes will change when you change. And your tribe should take personal development super seriously. Now, the timing of your tribe and the tribe projects is very important. If the Wu-Tang Clan and Kid and Play never linked up and merged talents until 2022, their music would probably still be dope. But look how much of their individualized and merged talents did we miss out on if their first start was now. So, finding your tribe versus earning and manifesting your tribes. Find nothing, but be ready for it when it arrives. Find nothing, but be ready for it when it arrives. From finding you through attraction. So again, find nothing, but be ready when it arrives. From finding you. Oh, you found me. Only through attraction. Stop flattering yourself. However, just because you are not trying to find it doesn't mean your eyes are not looking for the many attractive solutions that you earned over time. So, just because you are not trying to find it doesn't mean your eyes are not looking for the many attractive solutions that you earned over time. Now let's talk about your real tribe and your fake tribe. Your fake tribe. Or the real love and the fake love, right? So number one, this is not your tribe. Hey everyone, Jason is falling off. Let's not help him. And let's add to his problems. Yeah, let's add to his problems. Let's also start rumors. Or, this is even better. We don't understand what's going on with Jason. Or we don't know how to help him. We don't know. But isn't it funny, these same people seem to be, when they seem to always be in the dark with your solutions, but they want and need the light of enlightenment turned on high when they're in need of light bulb solutions to their woes, their many woes. Shout out to Black Rob. Here's what your tribe really would say about you. Shh, Jason is falling off. Let's help him get back on track. Let's let him talk about his bounce back publicly or privately at his discretion. Shh. Let's help Jason. That's how your tribe talks. Okay? So during heavy war times, you must stay close with your truest inner circles to heal and properly bounce back from attacks. I'm telling y'all. So you've seen a hurricane, right? You know how the hurricane has an eye or a calm section of it? You can create a calm section of any storm or hurricane instantly. You can create an instant knowledge calm square. You stay on your square, son, or circle like the calm of the eye of the storm section of a hurricane that exists in all hurricanes. Make sure you inbox me if you're interested in this concept. And it has a lot to do with the 7 laws of universal mind, which will always be a reality in this 3D earth. It's just a fact. So, divide and conquer tribe tactics. Divide and conquer tribe tactics. How old is this energy of divide and conquer? How long has this tactic proved successful to any color devil that uses it? I'll say that again. How long has this tactic proved successful to any color devil that uses it? Divide and conquer. And that's used with every culture and race. Divide and conquer. What's the definition of divide? Separate or be separated into parts, disagree or cause to disagree. Split up, sunder, disjoin, devil energy. Join, the opposite of that. Join, unify, combine, coverage, God energy. If you try to divide and conquer with problems, so if they try to divide and conquer you with problems, I'll say that one more time. If they try to divide and conquer you with problems, then you must divide and conquer all problems. I actually like that. I'm going to say that again. If they try to divide and conquer you with problems, then you and your tribe and your team and your group must divide and conquer all problems. Man, that sounds good. Jason, that sounds good. You should be a motivational speaker. I am not trying to be no motivational speaker. I have a diagram that shows how to do that. This is a fact. This is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to divide and conquer a problem. Here's in this red circle is a problem. Boom, boom, boom. Here's the problem, right? Now, you're going to divide the problem. You see that? Divide the problem. Divide the problem. Here's the problem. Boom. You divide the problem into 2 parts. Boom. Now, you're going to recursively solve the sub-problems. Because dividing the problem, you're creating sub-problems. Now, when you get enough sub-problems to where you can't get any more, you're going to create solutions to the problems. Solutions to the problems. Solutions to the problems. Solutions to the problems. Boom. Now, after that, you're going to come up with one solution to the one problem. The one solution to the one problem. The one solution to the one problem. That's kind of a lot to go through to fix a problem. And I'm like, please, it's just the beginning. We broke them things down into formulas. So right here, there's even formulas that we broke them ones down to. Formulas. E equals MC squared stuff. divide and conquer is a real thing, but divide and conquering the problems is a real thing. So, boom, again, that's just not no public speaking thing. It's diagrams to make sure we really get into the nitty gritty with that. So, how old is divide and conquer or divide and rule energy? Because if it's working, it's an energy. How old is it? Does devil energy reside in division? And does God reside in the true unification processes? Because all of this is happening in the mind of God. Good night, New York. I'm not calling God mind. I know that God is the cause of mind, and the devil energy is merely used as a balancing reality in the third dimension. So I know it's deeper levels to this. So another division definition is to make a group of people disagree and fight with one another so they will not join together, which is a real and old science that comes with karma and causes and effect attached to it. So again, I'm going to divide and conquer. Congratulations. That comes with karma and causes and effect attached to it, whatever race or culture you're in. The definition, I said again, of division, another definition is to make a group of people disagree and fight with one another so they will not join together, which is a real old science. Now, divide and rule can be used by states to weaken enemy military alliances. This usually happens when propaganda is disseminated within enemy states in an attempt to raise doubts about the alliance. Once the alliance weakens or dissolves, a vacuum will allow the state to achieve military dominance. You must divide and conquer all problems or divide and conquer algorithms. Since we live in this cyber reality, let's look at the computer science world. It's called an algorithm. So it's a divide and conquer algorithm. And it's an algorithm design paradigm. A divide and conquer algorithm recursively breaks down a problem into two or more subproblems, like I showed you. Breaks down a problem into two or more subproblems. And again, this is just the elementary version. This is way deeper. But problem into two or more subproblems of the same or related type until these become simple enough to become solved directly. I'll say that again. A divide and conquer algorithm recursively breaks down a problem into two or more subproblems of the same or related type until these become simple enough to be solved directly. The solutions to the subproblems are then combined to give a solution to the original problem. Designing or designating efficient divide and conquer algorithms can be difficult. So designing efficient divide and conquer algorithms can be very difficult. Yeah. As in mathematical induction. But it's often necessary to generalize the problem to make it amendable to a recursive solution. So it's an ongoing solution because problems are working. Remember that Energizer bunny? Problems are working like harder than the bunny. So the solutions need to be working harder than the problems, or at least on the same level. Divide and rule policy, or divide and conquer in politics and sociology, is gaining and maintaining power by breaking up larger concentrations of power into pieces that individually have less power than the one implementing the strategy. So again, divide and rule policy, or divide, I'm going to do some water on this one, divide and conquer in politics and in sociology is gaining and maintaining power by breaking up larger concentrations of power into pieces of power that individually have less power than the one implementing the strategy on a self. So let's say something else. So give me some elements of divide and conquer. Here's some macro elements. Creating or encouraging divisions among the subjects to prevent alliances that could challenge power. It could be your power. You could be doing this. This could be done to you. This could be done overall. So whatever level you're listening to this on, just take it from that level. But again, number one, creating or encouraging divisions among the subjects to prevent alliances. Ooh, they hanging out too much. Split them up. Ooh, they hanging out too much. Split them up. Because you're literally like, hey, let's hang out. So you're showing the splitters to split. Think about it. Splitters only work when groups form. And so I don't even think about splitting people up because everybody's individualized like me. Look at those group of people split. So creating or encouraging divisions among the subjects to prevent alliances that could challenge power. And distributing forces. I didn't say what kind, we're keeping it macro. Distributing forces that may overpower the other. Next one. This is the haters. Aiding and promoting those who are willing to cooperate with the subject's enemies. That's a good divide and conquer. Who are their enemies? Okay, so let's aid and promote them if they cooperate with us. And let's do it that way. But I got a dope counter for that, but I'm not going to say that on this. Fostering distrust and enmity between local subjects. Say she did this, and this. Say he did that. These people are not your tribe, so if they hear one thing about you, a lot of these people are going to believe it. So guess what? You just lost a friend, business partner, whatever. They'll even look at you like, I heard something about you, and you're like, so what? How did you filter it? I don't even know the definition of filter. So it's like, I don't care how you're looking at me. How do you filter information in general? I don't know what that means. So, and you'll see their face change. I've actually done that before. How do you filter information? So you got them thinking how silly they are when they try to put how silly they are on you. No, you keep that. You say that, son. You say that. So, encouraging meaningless expenditures. Spend. Encourage spend that reduce the capability for political, military, or strategic spending. Spend. You better spend that money. Spend that money to reduce the capability for political, military, or strategic spending. Historically, this strategy was used in many different ways by empires seeking to expand their territories. But we going all the way in. We even going with families. Let's go with families. Let's go with the narcissistic parent or narcissistic parenting. This one was deep. In families where one, hope to God is only one, but one or both parents. So I guess there's cases of both parents being like this. But in families where one or both parents shows traits of narcissistic personality disorder, NPD, they will attempt to control their children through a technique akin to political divide and rule. By pitting child against child in a struggle for their affection, a common practice by the narcissistic parent is to designate the golden child who receives praise and can't do anything wrong, and the scapegoat who gets blamed for everything that goes wrong. But this is used by the narcissist to further divide them by keeping both children in a state of insecurity about their positions in the family. In their battle to receive the limited supply of approval from the parent, they will see each other as the threat. And the parent can assume the role of savior when they intervene and calm the aggression that they created. I'm not going to repeat that again. Let's go to corporate psychopaths. They use divide and conquer. So this is short and brief. Divide and conquer was a common strategy by corporate psychopaths used as a smokescreen to help consolidate and advance their grip on power in the corporate hierarchy. So a lot of divide and conquers are smoke screens that they walk through or climb up. While everybody's like, hey, Larry, how dare you? So that's that. So politics. In politics, the concept refers to a strategy that breaks up existing power structures and especially prevents smaller groups from linking up and causing rivalries and creating, managing, and upgrading discord between people to prevent a rebellion against the current power or people implementing the strategy. So, the goal is to pit the lower classes against themselves to prevent a so-called revolution. Now again, I'm not just going to play with words right here, but the Bible says the poor will be with you always. Jesus said that, according to the Bible. So if the poor will be with you always, that means a poor mindset will be with you always. So can a so-called lower class unite and create a revolution, a successful one? That's kind of like a higher class strategy. What you mean they ain't got no money? In higher class, I ain't talking about money. I'm talking about higher class and lower class of thinking. That's the money. Mind access is your money. Having all the money in the world in a low mind, or versus having no money but the mind to get it all. Now watch this. You got a Master P mind. You can, okay, sir, we'll give you $100,000 right now, or we'll give you Master P's mind. Which one would you take? Do you know how many people would take the $100,000? Take a drink. Take a Fiji drink for the people that would take the $100,000 versus Master P's mind. So, let's look at the Middle East. Some analysis, now again, these are some analysts assert that this is a practicing strategy of the 21st century in the Middle East through supposed escalation of the Sunni Shiite conflict. So British journalists cited a 2008 Rand Corporation study for the armed forces, which recommended a divide and conquer rule as a possible strategy against the Muslim world in the long war. So not a short war, a long war. British historian Christopher Davison argues that the current crisis in Yemen is being egged on by the United States government and could be a part of a wider covert strategy to spur fragmentation in Iran allies and to be surrounded by weak states. So to create weaker states around that area. Let's look at the Asian Mongolian Empire. While the Mongols imported, now check this out, the Mongols imported, like come on, Central Asian Muslims. They imported Central Asian Muslims to serve as administrators in China. Come on, y'all gonna be administrators. Then the Mongols sent Han Chinese and the Khitans from China to serve as administrators over the Muslim population in Central Asia. So they were using foreigners to curtail the power of the local peoples of both lands. Divide and conquer. Hire here. But the job title actually is in conflict with this job title. You need some money? Work harder. Work hard. But remember, the job title cancels out each other. Do your job. Dumbasses. You're doing good work. All I gotta do is pay y'all to fight each other, you freaking. Africa. During the period of Nigeria being under colonial rule from 1900 to 1960, different regions were frequently reclassified for administrative purposes. The resulting tensions between Nigerian ethnic groups, such as the Igbo and the Hausas, made it easier for the colonial authorities to consolidate their power in the region. The Ottoman Empire. The Ottoman Empire often used a divide and rule strategy, pitting Armenians and Kurds against each other. This strategy no longer worked. You know why it no longer worked in the Republic of Turkey? Because the Armenians were eliminated in the Armenian genocide. Divide and conquer. In Europe, the colonial authorities in British Cyprus often stirred up the Turkish minority. Now check this out. They stirred up the Turkish minority. How? By punking and going at the Turkish minority? No. In order to neutralize agitation from the Greek majority. Hold on, y'all was pissing off the Turkish minority to neutralize agitation from the Greek majority? That's a different type of... That's deep. Do you even think like that? I'm going to make all of them mad to neutralize them. Nah, we be like this. I'm going to punch you in your face. Yeah. Or I'm going to kill you. And then it's done. These people are stirring up Turkish minority to neutralize agitation from the Greek majority. This policy initially cultivated further animosity between the already divided Greek majority and the Turkish minority, which consisted of 18% of the population in the island that remains divided to this day. So progressing your tribe in the independence era in time will take learning, knowing, and doing things that were never done before, or because if it's new under the sun, I'll say no. Everything's been done before. Because if there's nothing new under our sun, under our current sun, it means that there were humans that once lived out the solutions to the so-called future, current, or past problems that we may ever face. So this includes, but not limited to, progressing your tribe in the independence era in time. I'm going to stop it there. Thank you for joining me for another Sunday Bars presentation. Hit me up on my inbox if you want to go further into this discussion. Thank y'all for joining me. Peace and love.